never a dull moment. I love it.
Yeah. This is how we start the day. And one more. There we go. Well, that explains my morning. How about you?
That was entertaining. Good times. Morning, Gumby.
Yo.
Gumby. Sorry.
Gumby is here. Cool. Gumby, we're going to be working on some things with you today, I think. So stick around. Let me change this. Doop. Starting now. All right. How are you doing, Gatlin?
Doing all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Thinking about all these crazy projects we're working on and making progress.
Ooh, I had to just reply to a couple of those before we started. So we don't keep anybody waiting an hour. So yeah, I'm excited, dude. We got all kinds of stuff. We're making some awesome progress on Farmcraft. It's going to be released in a little over a week.
Nice.
So what I've been doing is kind of like expanding, like the fish that expands to fill the tank. It's like, oh, you're going to give me some more time and you want more features? Okay, let's do it.
Nice.
So, yeah, Gumby, the hammer has a name. He's called Dude. It's called Dude.
It's a dude hammer.
Some people call it a mailbox.
That's true. We're getting mailbox comments.
And then we have, the annoying goose. Come here. Don't fight me, you. This is not the way to train a goose. Get over here. Fine. All right. And then we have this dude. Oh, shoot. He's programmed. He's a hammer. Game mode 1. Game mode 1. Oh, so some interesting thing happened today. We updated to a new version of Minecraft, and all kinds of stuff showed up on my screen when I was loading this morning.
Ooh, new features? New fun?
Content log.
Oh, that kind of a thing.
Oh. That's test custom blocks. Which, yeah. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that because custom blocks are too much of a struggle. Well, what are we?
We say that now. Once we learn how to use them, we'll be like, oh well, duh.
I can't believe I forgot the comma all of this time.
It's a checkbox. Yeah, custom blocks. You heard that?
Yeah, I know. We have a caged beast waiting to be turned loose on these things.
A couple of them, really. I want to get in there.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. I have a whole caged pack.
A
pack. Literally waiting to tear them to shreds. And we're not letting that happen.
So years ago, working in a studio, we were always trying to come up with silly names for groups of people, like packs for wolves and dogs, and litters for kittens and puppies, and flocks and schools for fish. But what would you call a bunch of like artists or a bunch of programmers?
Oof. I think people call them flakes.
Flake programmers. We figured a stench of programmers and a stench of artists.
A stench. Oh,
they never leave. They never leave. They always want to be working.
That's so true, dude. That's so true. That's a great one. Stench. Mark that in the record books. Mark it in the record books, the live stream record books. That's the
creative. There you go. I like that. Well, the other one that we were a couple years ago when ARC released their griffins, like, well, what are we gonna call them? A pride, or are we gonna call them a flock? Like, how does that work?
Oof. Yeah. Does it change based on their current animation controller?
Oh,
How dumb
very
am
helpful.
I?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, I am going to see where that block comes from, and we're gonna knock its block off. Yeah, test block. We're
So
gonna get it.
do we have plans to put a background behind you? You got a green screen, I noticed today.
Oh yeah, I have to do that before somebody else does. You know what I mean?
Build in should I build you an environment? Oh, hey, that's
that would be kind of fun. Oh, look at that! I have a
you got a thing in your eyes.
ow color. See our green screen guide. Really? Yeah. So my green screen is actually.
Oh, that's really weird looking.
It's I made this nice little portable green screen out of some PVC. I made it like a little bit longer than the distance from the floor to the ceiling.
Oh.
And so I just put it up there. It's 3 segments, so it kind of folds up real nice.
Nice.
And then you basically can set it up and prop it, and it bends to kind of press itself up against the ceiling.
Oh, that's nice.
And
so Turkey's asking model bench. Have you ever heard of model bench? I've not heard of model bench.
No.
I know block bench.
Yeah, enlighten us.
Yeah, you got a link, Turkey? I'd be interested to look it up.
Well, you got Roblox going public. You have Core coming out with in Unreal Engine, and I just saw Krata in Unreal Engine. So the game development platforms are
real.
Are getting rich. Rich. So
I was posting it to some of my students. I'm like, here, come check it out. You can make games. One of my students was like, isn't that what we're doing? Touche.
Yes, but you can make them easier. You could practice making games and then implement them in a more complicated way.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I was throwing you a bone, trying to make life a little bit easy for you, but you don't want it, you don't get it. Forget you.
I feel like they're like the gateway game developers, like RPG Maker and Mario Maker.
Totally, dude.
They get you started, and then you start learning the deeper ends of some of these other programs. You're like, oh,
yeah.
I was standing on the shore, diverted by a shiny rock.
That's right. Oh, I get it. You've painted a barnacle with bioluminescent algae as a diversion.
Entire ocean of truth there before me.
Model bench. Have you ever heard of it? Let me.
Yeah.
He's going to find it real quick. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go back into this world, see if we get any error messages. I took the test block stuff out. And it's a happy day. Okay, so one of the things that's kind of on our list, and Gumby, if you're still here, I think exploding snowballs is a crowd favorite from back in the day. I think exploding eggs and snowballs was some of the first stuff I ever did. I made a game it was like a spleef game called Glass Tower. That was basically you had explosive things that you had to throw to break the floor out from other people or blast them up into you could blast yourself up into other levels and stuff like that. So I think what we're going to do is give this player, give me a snowball. How you like that, boy? Get out of here. Okay. I'm a big tough guy when I'm in creative mode. All right, so let's go into, we're going to, we've got our development behavior pack. I'm just going to mod the snowball first. Depending on how many mobs it's killed using behaviors. Is there a way to add stages depending on how many mobs it's killed? Yeah, I guess so. One of the things you could consider is the transformation component, which is, you know, you could change to another. You could change to another entity. That could be one way of changing. If you want a visual, if you want a visual entity change that's more complex, you can just go to a different entity. If you want to make it bigger, I wonder if like the ageable grow up thing is a possibility. If you wanted to change size, I wonder if you could change the size based on a variant ID. So there might be some ways to affect the change, the visual change, what you want. So the question is really like, how do you intercept it? How do you intercept it and then trigger that next advancement? So let me think about that while we're working on this. Maybe we could take a look at something like that. Coolio. I am going to bring up my, now if you've watched, you know, if you have your environment all set up, you've watched other tutorials, you know where your vanilla packs are saved, and you can quickly go into them. You could quickly right click on the folder and say open with code. And I've got my vanilla pack here. I could go in, click on Additionable, version 116. Snowball poof. So let's go grab this. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go into our entities and I'm going to paste. So if you've already watched, oh yeah, right. I still have my full on. Oof. Do I? Bad. Let's see if modded vanilla is in our test world. What is our test world folder name? I don't know if Visual Studio Code sorts by, if I could sort it by date, that'd be cool. Because I like to go to the most recent world by sorting the folder by date, and it's the one that starts with BD, BDUU. And then behavior packs. We don't have modded vanilla as a behavior pack in here. We have test behavior pack. So we just will have to go and put it into the template. Right click, paste, snowball. There it is. Okay, so now this is following the concept of we are changing. Oh yeah, and saw our job posting. Oh my God, that's so great. Thank you for wanting to work with us. We want great people that want to work with us anytime. So don't forget to reach out to us if you're ever looking for work, and you'll see where we're at, because we're definitely going to be growing this year. But we did hire Ace Unhacked, and he's in Australia. We worked a solid 8 hours last night. 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. my time. We took one bathroom break. Dude is a beast. He's amazing. Like, what a collaborator, what a co-programmer.
That's awesome.
So really happy with the choice there, and so glad that he decided to join us. So he's got some specific stuff that's going to be on his plate, though. So we will have room for more as we grow. So keep us in mind. All right. So Exploding snowballs. Well, what explodes? You know what explodes? I'll tell you what explodes. Fireball. Now, there's two types of fireballs, I believe. Still, let's see. Small fireball. I think, if I recall correctly, the small fireball is the better one. Let's just have a look. See, small boy. Okay, we've got. What's going to happen here? Impact on hit. Impact damage. Damage of 5. Catch fire. True. Fire affected by griefing. True. Remove it on hit. Cool. We got Quasar coming back to us. So saying that they got the random loot working?
Cool.
Tell us. Do we need to know more about that? What can you read about that? Oh yeah, on hit. Look at this. Tasty event trigger on hit. So in projectile, let me oh dang. What is that? What is our handy dandy little keyboard Zoom program called? Zoom
it. Zoom it.
You're right about that. There's a Zoom app built into Windows? Oh, no, Zoom. I thought it was a Windows app, and I'm like, of course, like Zoom, like the most popular app of the year. I'm dumb. Sorry. Okay.
That was good to know your faults.
That was There's really no denying it. There's not like no, you're not. It's okay. Anyone would have done that. No, you're the only one that would have done that. You're an idiot. Okay, so that's all right. So we have had the feedback that our stream is coming in low quality. I'm still using our low quality streaming platform, so sorry about that. We are going to switch one of these days when we have time to test it out fully, but we've got this projectile on hit. So it's creating a definition event, affect projectile, true, explode. Boy, that looks like a real nice copy and paste, doesn't it? So let's just, I'm going to click on this opening bracket here to find the closing one. Or the other thing I like to do is just kind of collapse it, because then you have the beginning and its paired ending together. So that's a safe way to do these copies. Copy. Go to our snowball, which has all kinds of other shenanigans. I think this is in the on hit, right? No, it is the on hit. Ooh. Okay. We could. Do we care about the blaze? No. We gonna blow it up. Now, it's calling an event called Minecraft Explode. That's not like some event that we could just get away with and be done with. You could see here we have the event is Minecraft Explode, but it triggers the component group called Exploding, which is only an add because we're about to blow this thing up. So you add the component group, which causes the explode, and then it explodes and goes away and it's gone. So you don't have to worry about removing anything. It's a self-cleaning oven. Is that how self-cleaning oven works?
I think you have to train it first.
Oh, like give it wheat?
Yes, like give it wheat. Exactly. I mean, unless it's gluten intolerant, then we have problems.
Right, then don't do that. That's mean. Sometimes you want to be mean. I don't know.
Let's avoid the griefing.
Griefing your self-cleaning oven. When it's halfway through, you stop it. Pour maple syrup in it. Take that, oven. That'd be funny, like the real life versions of griefers. I'm going to change this component name to my own custom, or this event name to my own custom. Blow it up, and I'm going to say like E underscore. So like an event. Trying to be more consistent with that. So the event is called E underscore blow it up, and it's going to add the component group, which we have to create, called blow it up. Okay, and so now we're going to go back over here. And, oh yeah, wrong scroll. This component groups, boom, we're just going to copy this whole thing. This is nice and simple. The fireball is my inspiration. Cue the Peter Cetera. That is he one that thinks that inspiration song from the 80s?
Oh, buddy.
You're the meaning in my life.
Oh, buddy. I was born in 81. You're talking to the wrong cat.
Oh, shoot. Wow, we got ourselves a puppy in the house, don't we?
Woof, woof.
Oops. Oh, wow. Good for you. But sad for you. You missed some good times. Good music.
I got to know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so I feel like I didn't miss everything.
Okay.
And they're still going.
They are still going. I have some really old original comic books of that kind of stored away, waiting for them to be worth an absolute fortune. I don't know if that day will ever come. All right, so what's Quasar telling us? Basically, you start on a command block in the void. The command block repeats every 30 seconds, and it summons your entity, the giver. Hey, that's a good name. I wonder where we get that. With the command execute giver, the entity is connected to a really long loot table. Entity also has no module, so it's just invisible.
Module.
Module. Module. You know what I'm saying? Stop making me be so specific. Yeah, okay, we get you. That's cool. Yeah, so you took the giver concept and made an entity do a loot table. So that's cool. Are you doing multiple passes, multiple rolls of your loot table so you can give more stuff? Loot tables are really powerful. You can do a lot of things. How torturous am I? I'm like, finish the snowball, and then I sit here and change the subject. Sorry. Once again, living up to my name. Dumb guy. No. Okay, let's see what happens here. Maybe that was too easy to actually work. Oh, 167 instead of 16. Okay, so it's going away. I think, let's see. What do you think? I'll tell you what I think. Event Minecraft explode. E underscore blow it up. Blow it up. Save. A little deeper diving. Off topic, but I can't for Minecraft wait to schedule command so it works on Java. Hello.
Goodbye.
Dude, invincible goose.
Not anymore.
Oh, look away.
That is the most amazing digging tool ever.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, also,
except for that part.
If you're flammable, that doesn't work so well.
Yeah. So let's mess with. First of all, hit the easy button on that, right? That was easy. So now we have power, gravity. So gravity is going to be like how heavy this thing is. So you chuck it, it's going to go right crashing down into the ground real quick. If we raise gravity, if we turn gravity to essentially almost zero, it's just going to fly straight line like a bullet or a laser. The problem with that, I don't know what they do now as far as, I think despawning works a lot better, but I remember back in the day, when Ghana from Pixel Heads, when he made like the Star Wars mod, which was so amazing in its day, like, and he's the success that those guys have is completely earned. But he had the Star Wars guys shooting lasers, and the laser was like a projectile, just long, skinny thing, and they would shoot straight out, so it was really cool. Zoom, 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 and then you would run out further to the world, and there's all these parked laser pieces laying around. They didn't despawn. I don't know what that would do now. So my caution would be just make sure you have some gravity on stuff. Increase the power if you need to make your projectile more beastie. So I think let's try to find out. What I did was on hit, I think I just kind of yanked all the snowball stuff out of there. But we're going for, in this particular use case, we're going to go for some knockback. Yeah, so Quasar, the Minecraft marketplace is complicated. Like, not only is it complicated to get in, but the level of polish. I have these. This is it's so funny. Last night I was going through these, but I have these little note cards, and sometimes I'll just take an 8.5 by 11 stack of paper and just put it next to me, and the game is done as far as I'm concerned, and then I'll play it and I'll keep notes of all the things that need to change, and then I will go through that entire list and make all those changes, and then put it to the back of the pile, and I'll get a fresh new clean, and I'll play my newly more than done game again, fill up that list, make the changes, test them out, put it to the back, make another list. I swear that process goes on forever. So if you're not doing that in the creation of your games, I'm not saying Quasar that I'm not saying that you're not, but just talking to your point about it being complicated. If you're not putting that effort into polishing your work so that all the foreseeable circumstances are covered, then it's something you should consider if you wanted to be on the marketplace. However, yeah, things like MCP EDL, it's a really good platform for you to get noticed. Also, if you want to get hired by other people, it's a great portfolio. Portfolios are super amazing. Take a look at Pixolution. They usually accept other small creators. Yeah, I used to do consider publishing, sub-publishing and stuff like that, but it's really our business model has changed. We're doing more work for either direct clients or doing our own publishing and hiring our team. So really getting away from that sub-publisher type model. But I know Pathway Studios was the original, the OG publishers in the marketplace, and super cool people, amazing talent, skill, experience. A good group. Okay, so I am going to say cow here. So if I say, let's turn the fire. Let's cool the fire. Oh, that's in the explosion. So that's interesting. The damage, if I say the damage is 0, but knockback is true for cows. Okay, save. And now if I go here on causing fire, I love the causing fire thing, but you know, it's going to be a little too crazy. So let's change the power to 0 and see what knockback and no. Let's change the power to 5. Save that. So I changed the power to 5 on the projectile. I gave it some knockback with 0 damage, and I made the explosion 0. So I'm curious if the explosion has any particle effects. Oh. Okay, because its power is 0. So that's an interesting thing. I made the power 5, so I should have pretty good line of sight here. Why? Dude, you're in the bunker. Okay. They took damage because it's goose. Cow. Oh, geez. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, he took damage. Right. I mean, is that all the knockback you get? Is that it? That's nudge. That's nudge back. That's
nudge.
Come on, don't you know who we are? Let's pull up this Bedrock Dev projectile situation. Got to go to school. See you later, Quasar. Keep it up. Keep it up. Think about publishing. Think about publishing, and don't. You could reach out to us. Let us know if you've got stuff that you want to collab on. We could see about what we could do. But you kind of heard my spiel. But we always love finding new people that want to join the team. So keep your sights set on that. Okay. Knockback, true. If true, the projectile will knock back the entity. Yeah. Well, don't you know that that's not good enough for us? Power is the velocity. Should bounce, so that's cool. Uncertainty base, uncertainty multiplier. So what do you think? I mean, we have the damage is 0, knockback is true, power is 5. So if I make power 50, we're going to amp this sucker up here. Let's go. Save. Let's power. I want to save that. Come on now. I mean, if we have to stick with... Oh, wow, there's all these holes for some reason. Oh, wow. So look, it's you don't even see it flying. Like instant. Just put your plus sign on it and push the button.
Laser snowball.
Strafing with the laser ball. Okay. And so this just becomes a total annoyance because it doesn't cause any damage. But how sad of a knockback. Dang. You know, like that's another thing. I don't think that enchant. Yeah. Number's too big. The most is 2. You selected it can't be. That. 2. Are we still in? Yeah. Right. So if we take a wooden sword, if we enchant that. Would that work? Yeah. I'm your boy. Oh no. That's the extent of it. That's the maximum knockback. Now, if you're clever, we've gone in and actually modified the world data. You could actually find this item in my inventory. Oh, let's do it. That's what we're here for, right? So MCC tool chest. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to open my template world. Did I save and quit? Yeah. Okay, so my template world in MCC tool chest. Fire this up. Hello. So we have level.dat. Let's see here. 2, 3. Oh, ignore that.
What's something going to explode?
I was checking my zoom it. I was trying to do the zooming of just the.
Oh, just the window?
Yeah. Like have it not live zoomed, but just zoomed. Control 1. Animate, zoom in and zoom out level. Show.
I've changed them all, so I couldn't tell you what they are anymore.
Oh, maybe it's this.
I'm that guy. I change everything given the chance.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. Okay, well, and at least I have my mouse live zoom.
Okay.
Okay, so we have players. Ooh, local player. Ooh. Let's look for my main hand. Hello? Damage was picked up 4 entries. No. Blank. Let's see. Identifier as player. All these things we could change. We could change. Okay. I'm going back to the folders here. This is just kind of a spontaneous thing. So we're going to go to inventory. We're going to open this up. There's the wooden sword. There's the enchantment. There's the level. We're going to change that to 50. Okay. And now we're going to save the world. We're going to save the world, everybody. This is the kind of work we're doing here today. So let's go in here after we've done a completely unapproved change, because this is how we roll. And we're going to summon a Ravager because they're big. See what we did to this savage beast? Goodbye. So
rude.
It works, right? we just hacked the system. Here we go. Let's try this. All right. Oh no. Okay. I was trying to get him to launch upwards. Cool. It seemed like he went up a little bit. But there you go. Is that annoying that we can't do that in a game? Why do you think? You think that maybe they throttle it for render purposes? Like they know we would be obnoxious with it like this. So here's the deal. Like if you want to do something like this in a map, probably not going to fly on the marketplace, I'm guessing. But what you could do is take this enchanted, because you can't. Even if you could enchant on the give, you can't. But even if you could, it doesn't work, right? Because we are hacking the number to go beyond 2, which is the coded threshold of it. So we go in, we hack this thing. So what you would really end up doing is and gave myself a lot of snowballs there. So we're going to put this into the chest, right? And then you go and shroud that in secrecy for no one else in the world to see except us. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say clone. I'm doing the double tab, which picks up the position that I'm looking at. And then cloning that one block, hit enter. And then, if I go over here, do this, say here. And I don't think I have to do another mode. I was wondering about, so what you would do is do this in a sequence or in a function. So you take care of this cloning here. And then what you would do is you would go set block to air, and then destroy. Oh, air 0, destroy, because that's important. And then you'd probably kill the chest drop. But we have given ourselves our sword with the amazing knockback 50. What are we saying? And no, you could try using knockback roar component, but it's glitchy and not reliable. Yeah. I haven't messed with that. Can we sufficiently anger this beast? Hello.
Ask and you shall receive.
I think we have our answer. I think we have an answer. Wow. Oh, what are you complaining about? You killed me. You beast. Okay. All right. So NNO says, get yourself into some really buggy stuff because it's not buggy enough. Okay. That sounds great. See, if you don't have that attitude, then maybe this is not for you. That sounds like an absolutely miserable idea. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so knockback roar has trigger, which I guess you can, put in some kind of filter based, on how you want it to run. Attack time, the delay, after which the knockback occurs in seconds. Let's do this. That's my beast of a dog. Cooldown time, attack time, duration of the roar, knockback damage, knockback range, the radius, and the knockback strength. I mean, do we just consider adding this to the snowball? Can you hear my dogs barking?
I can hear him a little bit.
Maybe that's the Amazon. That's the pre-Alexa Amazon notification. The dogs bark. The package arrives. Alexa tells me the package has arrived. All right. So, do we want to get into this? NNO, what have you done to us? Do you have any experience with this?
Your green screen's still on. You got funny things in your eyes, by the way.
Oh. That's kind of cool. Thanks for
See
that.
in your eyes.
That's what's going on in my brain. Okay. Thanks for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You can try the knockback. Okay. Well, what do we do, right? So what do we do in this case when we're curious about a thing that another entity has? We go and we look. Literally, someone is ringing my doorbell. That's a weird scenario. All right, take it away, Gatlin. I'll be right back.
Do the thing. Grand. See, this is uncharted territory for me. I'm so used to playing with Unreal and all the blueprint stuff that's over there. I feel like I should just zip over to something I do know. There it is. Okay. That was out one side and the other. He's back. There you go.
Just like that. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Okay. What do we do? Knockback roar is a curious thing. So we find out, well, where is it used? In the vanilla. Knockback. Why don't we search all knockback? Knockback resistance. Wondering if that could be a negative. Put that on the cow. That's curious. But let's get on Ravager, knockback roar. Knockback true for the trident. I didn't check to see if the trident has any more knockback than something else. Looking for the roar. Well, what we're looking. Somebody tells me that you could potentially add knockback. So the question is, can we add knockback to the snowball? At the moment, it impacts somebody to create a real knockback, and this is our buddy Hunt on Doom, who knows everything. This is genius. It's good to see you, dude. But yeah, so we have made exploding snowballs, and we wanted to make exploding snowballs with some significant knockback, which, okay, I have multiple ideas here. So we're brainstorming, right? So if we make the target have knockback resistance of a negative value, let's see if that does anything. If we make let's say the world is in like adventure mode, so it's in a non-destructible, you cannot damage the world, and we also make the player not killed by explosion, can we make the explosion of the snowball really big? And would that still affect the player from a knockback standpoint? If there is, then snowballs have it. You can, on hit, spawn a knockback entity. Oh. Yeah, or do like instead of removing it, we can start the event that transitions it to a knockback entity. Right. Yeah, I guess that's another thing is trying to do it with an animation controller. Oh, the barking has paid off. It has paid dividends. Oh, thank you. No, it's perfect. Like, I love that cause and effect right there. All right. This is my breakfast. All right. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? See you later. Hunt on Doom. His ride is here. Well, that's because it's the end of his day and he's going to party Friday night. You going out partying already out there in the Netherlands. All right. So I don't know, Gatlin, what are you feeling like? I'm liking that idea of summoning a knockback entity, but I'm gonna try the resistance thing on the cow real quick. So let's just do that real fast, and then we'll summon. We'll say copying the cow, doot 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 doot, and putting it into our pack here, and going back to doot doot here, searching for Canuck. There we go. Knockback resistance. Whoopsie. I mean, true. Interesting. There's no object. Okay, copy. And cow. We're just going to put this on the component, which means it's going to apply all the time, and minus 100 max. Bro. All right. Now, what's our predictions? Are we taking bets here? This would be a fun live stream thing. Doesn't Twitch have that where you can vote on stuff? I know Quinn, one of the grandpappies of the marketplace that brought them the marketplace to life is live streams every Friday night. So he'll be live streaming tonight. I think he's doing a parkour map by Vox Fox, which is Tetrascape, and that's always fun. He gets to play through games. You? I was like, wow, I got a cool soundtrack going on here.
Sorry, my speakers are picking up other things. That's not what I wanted to do.
Sure, we know we just revealed your playlist. All right, so knockback resistance is just. I mean, of course, this is gonna. Because it's the illegal sword. I'm going to say. Okay, so what do I need? I just need a regular sword. Let's go get a regular sword. Am I still in? Jeez. Regular old crackers. Summon cow. No. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. No. Yeah. Okay. So that was dumb. Dumb idea. Clever, dumb idea. All right, fine. We're going to. Oh, that's the Ender Dragon. Go back into our world here. I'm going to just kind of remove this, and maybe we'll keep the cow kind of chilling out there. On hurt conditions in lava. Just make sure there wasn't anything like canceling that out. First of all, knock. Not already there. Okay, so that's not happening. What are we gonna do next? Oof. What's our time looking like? Oof. We did start a little late. What are we? 56. We got 4 minutes ish. I know I've been going longer in the past, but all right. Let's. Can we just kind of hijack the Ravager? Can we hijack the Ravager, strip out into our purpose, so I don't have to create a new entity? Matter of fact, anyone that's watching, what's your favorite tool for creating new entities? I know some people use Bridge. Some people have their own homegrown. There's lots of utilities out there and stuff like that. So, what's your favorite tool for basically spinning up a new entity and getting all of the files in place? Love to hear it. Go ahead and share that. Okay, Ravager. We're going to copy this, and we're going to go into the entities, paste it in here, and now we're just going to make this plain old mad. Plain old mad Ravager, hostile, delayed attack. Gatlin, you remember this one? Your golem that you did uses delayed attack, so you could animate the attack and particleize the attack strategically. Okay, hurt by target. Stunned. Wow, this dude has a lot of component groups, but most importantly, the roaring component group, which only has the knockback roar in it. We're going to copy that. We're going to drop it into the default behavior. Just make him instantly do his thing. The attack time, attack damage. So let's make the attack damage 1. The knockback strength like 50. Knockback range of 4. Knockback filters. So it doesn't knock back itself. So it's saying anything that if that's family is not a Ravager gets knocked back. So it's the only thing that doesn't get affected. Damage filters. And because it's part of the Illager clan, its damage spread does not affect the Illagers. That's what that's saying. And then on roar end, we don't care. Whatever kind of showboating he wants to do, you don't get to do it. All right, so simple as that. I'm going to do something so cute and fun. Okay. Don't you worry. I think, well, actually, Cow has it. Cow? Scale. We're going to make a baby Ravager with a big knockback. Like that. How do you like that? 0.2. Okay, I'm kind of excited, actually. I've never messed with, at least not in any recent history. Row. Okay. Well, let's. So when you get that little text popping up on the screen, I would say probably abandon all hope and look to fix what the problem is. It seems like I just screwed something up. Where were you guys on that one? All right. So, yeah. Boop. Missing comma. Burned by the comma. Save. And we don't want to see any messages popping up. Okay. Oh, shoot. That's the knockback happening with the partial effect.
Oh, good Lord.
It has a 1 second cooldown. All right. Oh, dog. Yes. That was cool. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Wow. Okay. So, wow, that was so cool. Cool. Who was that? Was that Enino? Thanks, Enino, for that suggestion. You just unlocked a lot of fun. All right, so cooldown time, let's call that 5 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to make this thing disappear. So 1 blast and done. So think of us as kind of getting ready to make like an invisible blast, a knockback entity. So we're going to go, just because it's easier to go back here, right click, find in files. We're going to search for timer. And we're going to find a real simple use of a timer. Time down event, looping false, perfect. Boom, boom, copy. And you can see we copied this one before. And so all I'm going to do is, same thing, it's born with a timer. It's just like 2 seconds. Time down event, and then we're gonna say e underscore despawn. Right. Save that, and then we have our little event that adds a component group. Well, it adds 3, but we're gonna change it to 1. So we're gonna change this name to e underscore despawn, and then we're gonna go. I'm so excited. Despawn. Or yeah, I hate to use these kind of reserved words, but I mean it's in quotes. It should be fine. But in general, like if your programming language uses a word, then you don't want to use it as your own word because it's confusing. Despawn it. Okay. I'm about to, like, as I'm like preaching to everybody, I'm about to break my own rule. I'm like, what are you? What kind of influence are you? All right. So we're going to just go ahead and copy, paste, paste. And then I'm going to change this to despawn it. And I think this is all we're going to need to do. Right? So despawn it. 1 second or 2 seconds in, it's going to blast right away. Can we make it like roar? Should we get the Katy Perry roar sound soundtrack going? Get banned. Get content ID'd. Strike one. How dare you? What's the time? The attack time? Yeah, let's just make the attack time 0 or 0.01. 0 is scary because it's gonna. All right, and the knockback was amazing, but let's make it 20. Save. Okay, so it's got a slightly less knockback. It should disappear. So when we come in here, we may see our previous dude. He kind of lives, but aren't you cute? Get out of here. All right, so summon Ravager. You're so cute when you're angry. All right, we have to. He's not dying. Time down event. Timer. Are we having errors? What's this? What's this red? What's this red? It's a comment. So if you do get comments flagged on your Visual Studio Code, way down here, watch me. Habam, down here, and you can click this and select the code type JSON with comments, and now you don't have any error warnings. It allows comments in your JSON.
That's tricky.
Yeah. Yes, it is. So attack time, like, too low, right? Probably needs more time to summon up enough. So yeah, that's about the right amount of time. Okay. I'm a little sad that it's not despawning, so I might have screwed that up. So let's just have a quick look-see for despawn. Despawn, Minecraft despawn, or despawn from distance. Yeah, I don't know if we need any parameters. Minecraft despawn, copy. Creeper, Minecraft despawn, it from distance. That's nice. They're adding all of this kind of despawning, which is keeping memory. Jack Cobra, what's up? Well, this is new. Yeah, we're about to. We're creating a knockback entity, which is super fun. So NNO says it's pretty buggy, which is probably a fair warning. So our knockback event, our E underscore despawn, F E underscore despawn. There's two of them. Add component groups, despawn it. What have I done wrong? Everybody. Despawn it. Minecraft despawn. Oh, maybe there's instant or something like that. Let's pull up the despawn. Instant despawn. That's interesting. And then remove child. Despawns actor immediately. That sounds fun. As if just wanting you to go away wasn't bad enough. It's like, go away right now. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Are we feeling good about this? Time down event, time 2. That's in seconds. Time down event. Oh, dude, are you kidding me? Wait. Oh, that's the stunned. Oh, we have another timer in the house. That's a problem. Timers not friendly. Timers are hostile mobs. So timer. There we go. Timer not a friendly. Not a friendly. Oof, oof, oof. Where were you on that one? Okay. Oh, because I deleted that. I'm just going to get rid of you the whole thing. Save. See, he's larger because I had an error in my code, so it basically ignored all the rest of the stuff. So sometimes that happens, like it removes the gravity component. So I don't know if it still happens, but it used to be like as soon as you interacted with it, it would be like straight up to the sky, and you're like, what the heck? And it's you start messing with gravity, but it's really your code was bad and the gravity command never worked. So you're wasting time messing with gravity. You got to find that comma. That's what you got to do. All right. We should see a baby Ravager. Cute little baby Ravager. Oh, no. Good, right? Gone. Timer's working. So we're going to execute. We'll show this little command here. Execute at entity type equal cow. Right on the cow, we're going to summon Ravager. Okay. I mean, that was kind of lame. Let's do it off to the side. Interesting. Yeah. See that? Like that was a good sideways blast, but the upward blast is weak. Weak sauce. I think we're on something cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think we are on to something cool. Thank you guys for that little tip. Fun playing with the knockback roar. So now, I mean, if I summon the Ravager, that'll actually be interesting to see how it affects me. Summon an armor stand. We can see how that affects me. Yeah, just it's almost like that's kind of like my personal animation after I eat something. All right, so I'm going to summon it one block next to me. That's a pretty good launch, and the Ravager's gone. Cool. So I just take this Ravager, strip out like all the other Ravager stuff, and strip away the model. And then you have this invisible thing that shows up and blasts the player. And so what everybody was saying is we could summon this knockback entity on hit. So just fun stuff, fun stuff. What do you think, Gatlin?
I think we got a more than we had before, so I think this is a win.
I love that positive attitude.
We got this.
I love that positive attitude. All right, that's cool. All right, I think we're gonna wrap this one up because this was pretty cool and productive. We totally cheated and hacked and created a 50 knockback sword. So for your unapproved games, you can do that. And so there were some really good knockback games in Java back in the day, probably still exist today. Oh man, really, really would make kids cry. So it was a great game. That was super fun, and yes, it was frustrating for people that knew what the heck was going on. So we did that. We made snowballs explode and cause fire and cause damage. What did we do? We showed the trick on how to basically give players enchanted things or to deliver enchanted things to locations by cloning a chest. And we found out knockback resistance in the negative direction does absolutely nothing. I lost my little microphone head. What else did we find? I'm so distractible. We also found that the Ravager has a knockback roar, and we hijacked it and made it. And we made cute little baby Ravagers. So that's cool. I think that's going to be fun for us to mess around with. I'll figure out what I can do with that. All right, that's the recap. Busy weekend for you, Gatlin? What's going on?
Oh, all kinds of editing. We're writing more class stuff, putting it all together.
Yeah.
Learning new things and making sure other people know how to learn them too. It's good times.
Right. Yeah, you're good at that.
Make it happen.
If anyone has watched Gatlin's streams, you know that he is much better teacher than me, and really explains things well and is way more prepared. I love this raw, let's figure it out kind of fly by the seat of the pants thing that I do. But I look at your thing and be like, wow, I wish I was that prepared. That's so much nicer for people to learn when you have a diagram. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we're just about heading off. Check as always, do the likes and the subscribes and all those other things just for your own purpose, not because we need the reassurance. I think we're pretty happy with ourselves and with life in general. As much as we like your reassurance, we're trying to not depend on it so much. But we want you to do it for yourself. Subscribe and like, just makes you a better person. See how that mentality works. I don't know if YouTubers do that. Maybe that's how PewDiePie got to where he's at. Maybe that's the mentality. He's like, don't do it for me, do it for you.
Do it for you. It's all for you.
I'm doing it because it's because I care.
We're just here in your world. Come join us. It's all about you.
Wow. That's good. That's good stuff. I'm gonna use that. You can get a poster somewhere for that. Yeah, and then make sure you comment anything you want to see, any questions, any advice you have, anything that you figured out that's better that I could learn from, which is tons of learning that we need to do. So please share what you know. Remember, the question I asked for you is, if you're working on custom new entities, how do you like to start a brand new entity? Do you have a tool that you use? what do you want to share with people? What kind of tips do you want to give people, make their life easier, make them better creators? Share it with us. Sound good? All right, dude. It's Friday. I'm starting my North American day. I've been doing a North American day, and then I take a nap for an hour, and then I do an Australian day. And so, but it's Australian weekend. They're in the future, so I get a couple days. Be playing some games tonight. Be playing some maybe a little bit of Rocket League. Try to get my levels up.
There you go.
Oh, the new Fortnite season though.
I saw something about that. Yeah,
Have you seen that?
I saw there were a couple free games on Epic. I was like, oh, there's some cool Frankenstein robot going crazy game.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, this ought to be interesting.
Yeah, the new Fortnite is like it's brand new season. Just kicked off, and it's all like primal weapons, and it has crafting now. Like literally, like you have to kill animals, get their bones and meat and all this other stuff. I haven't been able to do much crafting in the times I've played it, but yeah, you pick up supplies, and you get like makeshift weapons to start the game, and you start collecting supplies, then you craft better weapons. I mean,
we're gonna have to. Maybe we'll play some this weekend. We'll get it going.
Yeah. Hit me up if you're on, because I got my crew membership. My auto subscribe. I figured I did that because I wanted. I was just like, oh, I don't want to spend the V-Bucks. What if something better comes right after? Then I'll have, And so I used to like never spend any V-Bucks and stuff. So I'm like, if I subscribe and I just accumulate a whole lot of V-Bucks, then I'll buy things that I need and build my locker a little better. So that's actually working out, I think, to my advantage. But yeah, that's playing games. Yeah, Jack Cobra, we just you can kind of rewind and see what we did, because we're just about heading off here and talking about what we're going to be doing over the weekend.
The important things in life.
But yeah, let's get a at least a duo. We maybe can pull in some of the other dudes for a trio or squad.
Cool.
And I don't know if your other half plays, but
she does. We're both pretty bad, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm king of meat shield when it comes to those games.
Yeah. I do the what was it, like Kevin Costner or something like that, when he's riding the horse in front of the firing line, the battle line. That's what I joke with my brother. I'm like, I come busting out of the safety of protection like Kevin Costner, like, everybody, thinking that every shot's gonna miss me, and then I died. Yeah, I'm down. That rev me? No, he finished me. Nope. Yep. Okay. Head to the reboot. It's in Storm. Yeah, but you should be able to. It's not far in Storm. You should be able to reboot. And then we die. It's just, yeah, it's bad. It's fun. But yeah, that's how we play, and that's okay because we have fun doing it.
Yep.
All right. Cool, dude. Thanks everybody for joining, and yeah, we'll see you on Wednesday if you want to join us for Gatlin's.
We're gonna be doing some crazy stuff.
Are we doing Twin Motion?
I've been reading up more on the new things that are in it, because I haven't played with it for a couple of months. So
yeah.
So there's some fun stuff that's in there that we want to play with. And I do want to take it from, we'll be playing in a couple programs. So ZBrush, probably Maya, and Twin Motion. So we'll be playing with those three. So
wow.
I'm excited because it's something that I really enjoy doing. So I would not do something I don't enjoy on this.
Like, he's like, you know what? I have to type a document. Let me open up ZBrush. Did you get my the document I sent you? No, I didn't see it. Google Docs. No, ZBrush.
You can actually 3D print all the text I just did, and then you can read it. There you go.
I don't see why that's a problem. Like, I mean, it's an immersive document. You could fly around. You could view it in VR. You could put new material on it.
Cover it in ink, stamp it, look at it in a mirror. There's plenty of ways to read this.
STB, thank you. Thanks for being a big fan. And you guys, anyone that came in late, check out the stream. We did all kinds of cool stuff. So you can kind of go through the recording on YouTube. That's probably the best place. All kinds of cool Minecraft hacking. I mean, I can't wait. Like next month, we're gonna, I think, start revealing some of the stuff we're working on. And the Farmcraft project goes live in a week and a half. So
yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's such a cool project.
Dude, you should see the amount of stuff we added and changed and put in there. It's absolutely insane. Like, if you spray for bugs, like a pesticide, the way pesticides work is that, they land on the crop, they become kind of like inert and not, they're not supposed to affect humans at that point. But the insects eat them and will die from eating that pesticide. Right. So it's like, they're like, so technically, like, it has to eat the crop, but after it eats the crop, it has to die, so now I have this entity that, spawns and has to start eating the crops. And if the crops have been sprayed, then it has to die after it eats the crops. And then we got it so you can spray it directly to get rid of it, hitting it, and you could spray it individually, spray the whole crops. It's crazy. It's fun. We got it working pretty nicely. So, and no, thanks for helping us out on stream there. We got a new moderator. When Ian and I do the kickback, it's like, hands off. Why do we have more viewers now than like? So I think what we need to do is we just need to play a recording of a past stream for an hour and then get started. But
it's past time. People are awake here in Mountain Time.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, what else do we add in there? We have the butterfly net now for catching butterflies without destroying your crops. The harvester. Oh, the harvester. It's so cool. It's so good. It's so good. We added 4 seats to the cart, to the gator. Nice. So 4 people could drive up to the lab now. Which is so cool. Oh,
I've been busy. Holy cow.
Yeah, all of the sound effects from Sam are in, and the watching the Seedtron go every time. I'm like, I can watch this every single time. It's amazing. Like the sounds and the animation that Aegir did. It's like, oh, it's so good, so good. So
yeah, this is quite the team project. This is so fun.
Yeah.
I know you were chugging away out of there for a while by yourself, and now you got super help.
Yeah, I got Ace, and we're just divide and conquer the stuff we're going through. What's interesting is like farmland. We learned last night. Farmland is like when it's wet, it's darker. And when it's dry, it's lighter. Mm-hmm. When it's dry, it's 0, and 1 through 7 is all wet, same texture, right? And so if you make farmland dry, like it'll turn to dirt, and then you'll have to re-till it. So farmland is tilled soil. So what happened was we had dirt that you tilled, and it became dry farmland. So 0, farmland 0. So it's tilled soil, but it's dry. And so if we wet it, so make it farmland 1 or 2, it would turn dark, which is nice. And then we wanted to show like your soil's getting dry, so we wanted to turn it back to the other one. But when you go from wet to dry, like it still keeps the wet texture, or it turns it all to dirt if you make it 0, which totally like there's not that good old light color that you had when you first tilled it. Is not something that you could get by kind of moving through in the fill command. Basically, the set block actually works, but the fill command doesn't. So what we ended up doing is real hacky version of if you go from wet to dry, it doesn't show. But if you go from dry to tilled dry, then it does what we want. So what we did is when going from wet to dry tilled, we go to dirt. So we go from wet to dirt to tilled, and it shows up right.
Where there's a hack, there's a way.
Yeah, I mean, and we're like, that's good enough, you know. And you can't do the two commands right away in right after each other. It doesn't work. But if you do a 5-tick delay between the two, then it works. But yeah, that project is like a super beast of programming. Like the amount of logic and gameplay attributes in it is amazing, and it'll be a freely downloadable map, so you guys will be able to reverse engineer it.
That's awesome.
I
love that stuff out there.
All the code. Okay, so if you mean Java, JS is called JSON. Yeah, Jack. So Jack Cobra. Anyone else that's watching that's joining, we have the Coding with Cleverlike series takes you from beginning to end. So if you want to be an add-on programmer, I swear, go to the bucketofcrabs.net website. Those are people hiring and paying. Most of them are paying people that want to mod Minecraft and program Minecraft. So if you want to do that as a job, then you could watch my videos to learn how to do it. And then you have to mix in your own motivation and creativity to carry the ball the rest of the way. But I will give you a heck of a start. And if you're the best of the best, then come to me and I will hire you. But if you're not, then go to everybody else. Terrible. Who's gonna say I'm definitely not the best of the best, or everyone's too humble? We're gonna lose all the humble people. They're gonna go somewhere else.
I think you goofed.
Damn. Cool. Can't be perfect all the time. All the time.
Cool.
All right, dude. That's we're hitting that 1:30 here in 20 seconds. We need a closing
audio
soundtrack. Yeah.
The outro.
I guess we could just play that same exact outro.
Just play it backwards.
I wonder. Yeah, I'll just make it reverse. I wonder what the music sounds like backwards. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, everybody, thanks for joining. If you're still sticking around, listen to us gab over here. Appreciate it. And Gatlin, thanks for joining me. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Adios.